The Godfrey Hotel is one of Chicago's newest and most sought-after places to stay. It also offers the hottest new place to be, the IO Urban Roofscape. This one-of-a-kind rooftop hangout isn't just famous for its unique indoor-outdoor atmosphere. Chef Riley Huddleston has created a food and drink menu unlike any other in the Windy City. Well, now today, you're getting a little advanced, because one of the things here is you have really unique cocktails, signature cocktails, and very unique dishes, and you source your stuff.
Yeah, traveling a lot, working, living in the Caribbean, all over the West Coast, East Coast, Hawaii, tasting a lot of new things, seeing a lot of things, and being exposed to that. I can bring that anywhere that I've worked. So coming here, getting the pineapples from Hawaii, like Maui Gold pineapples, we're bringing those in.
Which are super delicious.
I mean, they taste tropical,
yes.
Whereas like conventional pineapples, they just lose that coconutty, they almost taste like the Pina Colada themselves.
Once you had a pineapple in Hawaii and you eat one just that's grown
it's just can't even compare.
Absolutely.
So,
okay.
So then I have worked with my purveyors here in Chicago to source those and bring those here for me.
So you're getting the quality.
So yeah, across the board.
And I noticed like you've incorporated avocado and prawns and all these other things. So I'd like to talk about, just the vibe in here. I mean, this lounge and this area is a happening spot in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, well, one, it's about summertime. Having that rooftop in the summer, everybody just loves it here in Chicago because we have to endure the worst winters out of any city.
And it was a really tough one.
This one was horrible. Yeah, so, I mean, you open up that rooftop and just, they come in, and then when they get the experience, the vibe, it keeps people around and they keep on coming back to try more and more.
I'll tell you, I can attest that this place is very lively. Even on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there are people here, you name it. And a lot of it's because of these wonderful cocktails and the wonderful food you provide. So why don't you walk us through this? And we made one of them for me to taste without the alcohol, and the other two are with. And let's talk about that. Tell us how you make those.
So we use a lot of science in the kitchen. We have a philosophy that I've been working on for years. It's 4 S's, so it's really sensible. So we have a huge space, and in order to get 1,200, 2,000 people, the consistent product, you have to use science, and a lot of that comes in. So sensible is like, hey, can we pull this off? Do the guests want it? And then we go into sustainable, and that's sourcing and what makes sense and how we can utilize sustainability, because guests don't really need to know or really care. Like a lot of guests, when you're dealing with volume, don't care. Right. So we want to leave that out of their picture. Science as well. Some guests will want to know what's going on and get in behind the scenes, but as the most part, they just want the end result is the satisfaction. So here we've done the, it's a margarita.
Right, but it doesn't look like a regular margarita.
It's definitely not your regular margarita. We have 22 ingredients going in there. We make this foam on top, and instead of doing the salt rim, we do a habanero sea salt foam. And we've come up, with science, we don't even need to use egg whites to create this foam, so it's a vegan as well.
Wow.
So that's just really fun and interesting. And then normally as it sits there and dilutes this with the salt on top, it'll start to dissolve into the drink. And then, so as it sits there, a lot more flavors, and it's changing instead of diluting. And by the end, you normally are bored with it, and now you're still excited and you want another one. Wow. Then we have the mojito.
Right, which is, a traditional drink, and they generally muddle it and whatnot, but that's not how you do it.
No, here you get the mojito mint and create our own. Everything's juiced from hand in the kitchen that we use here, so pretty intense for high volume.
Oh yeah.
But we do everything, we stay true to it, and then we blend the mint in with it. So it creates that vibrant
Much
color.
More probably intensity.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you smell it, and it's definitely a lot of mint.
Wow,
so,
yeah. It smells incredible.
So it's just really fun.
It almost looks like it's been juiced.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, and then that gives the intensity, gives the clarity of flavor, and once again, as people drink the drink all the way to the bottom, they get the true flavors.
Exactly.
And the consistency is very important.
And every guest, that's the #1 complaint in restaurants. Is, oh, I went there this time, oh, next time. We definitely want to stick to the guns and make it consistency, and you really can't do that without science.
Yep, there's where science comes in, right?
Yep. So,
science and artistry, they both
exactly.
This is the one I'm excited about, because you made this for me. And tell the folks about this and about the liquid nitrogen and how you do this.
So this is the Pina Roja Colada. So as you can see, there's some red specks in there.
Yeah.
So
what are those?
that is liquid nitrogen frozen strawberry sorbet. So, I mean, living in the Caribbean, you know how to make a pina colada. And
Like
then now,
seriously?
Yeah.
And this is, of course, without alcohol. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
Yeah.
This is like one of the best desserts I've ever had in my life. Wow, incredible.
And I mean, bars have been getting away from it forever as, you know, getting away from the blenders. The noise, the hassle for the bartenders. In the kitchen, that's why we're doing all the cocktails, the signature cocktails from the kitchen. Because we have the blenders, we have the tools, and we're mixologists at the end of the day. I mean, we're studying how to mix things, so it's really fun and it just makes sense.
Well,
so.
you know, it sounds to me like a lot of times people go to certain types of bars just to, you know, cheap alcohol and to get drunk or whatever, watch a game. But here it's a lot more than that. It's about the high-end taste, the flavor, the consistency, and the environment. And I think you've really achieved that. It's quite amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely fun.
And speaking of which, I guess we're going to break this down. And I noticed we have our friend from California, the avocado, grilled with beautiful grill marks and prawns. So walk us through this dish.
Yeah, so I mean, coming from West Coast primarily.
Well, you're Sonoma, right?
Yep, Sonoma, Oregon, all of it really. So coming from that area, it's just really about the products, and you learn, and the better products you taste, the more you want them to shine. So keeping it really fresh and clean, we're doing grilled avocado. Then we make a little salad with endive, tomatoes, sherry vinaigrette, and then there's also some liquid nitrogen happening here because we'll take the grapefruit, we'll segment them, and then we'll crush them after we freeze them with liquid nitrogen. So then there's little cells. So then it's just little pockets of grapefruit bursting. You don't know really where it's come from because you can't really see them.
No.
There's a couple in there, but so every other bite, you know. So it's just little tricks like that to really just enhance.
Your acidity and your citrus flavor through that.
So you have the bitter going with the avocados because that fat in there. So then that just enhances it, and then you have the acid coming through to clean it off the palate. And then we have the wild caught head-on shrimp.
And then what's the sauce that you did these in? I noticed a beautiful sauce here.
So we take the shells and then we reduce that down and then fortify it with just some whiskey, actually. Sticking with that kind of Midwest thing, you know, a lot of bourbons, whiskeys. So we have that fortified in there, and then just really high end.
So you did a reduction with the shells, basically. Okay, and then was there any butter or anything?
No, we use olive oil.
Okay, so you used olive oil and broke it down.
Really high-end olive oil to finish it off.
Wow, and then I noticed some redishes. Is there any chili, anything of that nature?
Yeah, there's a little Thai chili marinated on the prawns with garlic and lemon zest. So.
Oh, great flavors. Huh?
Yep. Well, a lot going on, but very clean.
This is absolutely beautiful, and you know the environment here is once again absolutely beautiful, and you're right in the heart of where it's going on in Chicago. I mean, we're just real close to the lake. Just walk down the street, there we are. Plenty of nice breakfast places. This is a great place to stay at Godfrey, and while you're here, come up to the IO Urban Roofscape and enjoy yourselves with a nice drink, an appetizer. And do you serve other things as well? Do you serve breakfast at like a continental type or?
Yeah, we have a smaller breakfast menu. It's not even continental. It has some cool things on there as well, like the sweet potato hash on there. So we have some really.
Is that some of your creation?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
Everything. I mean, we have the cocktails, we have the food, the pastries. Everything is made in-house from this kitchen. So
that's incredible.
So
I know one of our staff members came up last evening and they had a pastrami sandwich, and he said it was incredible. The pastrami sandwich. He said it was amazing up here, and he said, and the best thing about it was the crowd. He goes, he was here and there was so much going on. The energy was wonderful, and I guess he had a drink or two, a few cocktails, and they said,
as he should,
very consistent, and the quality was top notch. You're doing a great job. We really appreciate it. Well, thanks so much for having us.
Hey, my pleasure.
Well, thanks so much, Chef, and thank you so much for being here with us. And until next time, just remember to enjoy.